All right, this is a first real, unedited, non-compressed kind of overview of the next few stories, okay? So I want your first impressions on this photo. Seriously, like, what was the first thing that came to your mind when you saw this? So President Trump and President Zelensky plopped down in a couple of red chairs there in St. Peter's Basilica, having a, I don't know, 15-minute conversation. It's about the length of a way too long Sunday homily. It's right before Pope Francis's funeral. And when I first saw it, okay, I had one of two thoughts. First, wait, they're doing confessions like this at St. Peter's? This is new. And two, Zelensky, my guy, couldn't throw on a suit for a pope's funeral? I mean, this is like the one time would be acceptable for you to do this. The White House called this meeting very productive. Zelensky said it was potentially historic. I'm over here like, potentially awkward? I mean, you got two world leaders hashing out war and peace and the holiest church on earth. It's kind of doesn't sit well with me. I don't know. I guess the big question for us Catholics, should a meeting like this happen in St. Peter's? I mean, having Trump and Zelensky meet in the Basilica at his funeral, it's definitely a flex, I'll give him that. Nice photo op. But on the other hand, and this is kind of where my spidey Catholic senses kick in, St. Peter's isn't a UN conference room, okay? It's built on St. Peter's tomb. This is what we call a sacred space, right? Not a backdrop for power plays. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being cynical here. Maybe the Holy Spirit nudged them into those fancy chairs. What do you think? Is this a great move or a fumble? Drop your takes in the comments. I'm just glad they kept it short. Any longer, they'd probably be selling peace and Ukraine merch in the gift shop. Time will tell, though, whether or not this is a great moment or a meme. In some other interesting news, a brand new vehicle has essentially unveiled itself. Have you seen this? It's called the Slate Truck. Now, the biggest draw to this is that it's basically a stripped down EV truck. But that being said, you get to build it, essentially customize it. So starting from the interior, a very beautiful, clean look. There's no screens. And that's what I like about this is unless you add your smartphone or a tablet, you really have zero screens aside from, showing how fast you're going. Now, all of it is customizable. I like the knobs. I'm glad we're bringing back buttons inside of cars. I feel like that's been a real issue, and you probably could agree with me. Too many touch buttons and too many screens. For those that are looking for more specs, I mean, the standard battery, 150 miles projected. You do have the option of picking an extended battery, 240 miles projected. So this isn't going to be like your commute to California if you're living in Arizona. You're going to have to charge it a few times. A great daily driver, so to speak. Honestly, the bed of the truck is pretty legit. It's 5 feet. I think that's the same as one of the Rivian trucks, but there's no gimmicks. I guess the only gimmick there is that you can customize it and that's why I took it upon myself, because one of the pieces that is very customizable is the front grille. And so I got a little creative and came up with a couple of options. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that these would fly? I kind of want to be obnoxiously Catholic, but also it's being stated that it's going to sell for under $20,000 after incentives. This can be converted into an SUV. So you can add, I think it was 5 people in total that could sit in the car, which granted, if you're looking to grow a large Catholic family, maybe they'll have some sort of expansion in the future. I don't know, but you can't beat the price based on, a family that's starting out, right? Especially if you're making a single income. I think this is going to be great for all of those people out there that maybe their wife isn't working. Maybe the husband's the only one working and the wife is taking care of the children. I think this is a great vehicle for those families. And hopefully we'll see maybe a little bit larger size vehicles do the same thing. So that way we don't have to purchase buses to get our family to and from Mass.